Ladies and gentlemen, America has lost $16 trillion due to racial discrimination in this country. Serves your butt right. As far as I'm concerned, I hope you lose 6 times more that amount. But you know what? In my opinion, this is a lowball number, especially when you add up all of the decades of discrimination in America. This number is really relatively low. I would guess that it's way higher than this. They must be starting maybe over a 20 to 30 year period, but definitely you could probably quadruple this amount if you add up all of this, the discrimination that has cost them through the centuries. All right, so this is NPR, September 23rd, 2020. Costs of racism. U.S. economy lost $16 trillion because of discrimination, bank says. Mm-mm-mm. Money only a high IQ person could lose. I could probably live 4 lifetimes and would not lose $16 trillion, y'all. Woo! Nationwide, protests have cast a spotlight on racism and inequality in the United States. Now, a major bank has put a price tag on how much the economy has lost as a result of discrimination against African Americans. $16 trillion. Since 2000, U.S. gross domestic product lost that much as a result of discriminatory practices in a range of areas, including in education and access to business loans, according to a new study by Citigroup. It's not an insignificant number. By comparison, U.S. GDP totaled $19.5 trillion last year. And not acting to reverse discriminatory practices will continue to exact a cost. Well, as long as they're losing, y'all go right ahead. You're losing, right? Go right ahead. Citigroup estimate the economy would see a $5 trillion boost over the next 5 years if the U.S. were to tackle key areas of discrimination against African Americans. They won't. They won't. We believe we have a responsibility to address current events and to frame them with an economic lens in order to highlight the real cost of longstanding discrimination against minority groups, especially against Black people, and particularly in the US. And this was written by Raymond J. McGuire, vice chairman at the bank and chairman of its banking, capital markets, and advisory team. Wall Street itself has also faced accusation of years of discriminatory practice against African Americans, such as limiting approval for mortgages or not providing enough banking options in minority neighborhoods, which are among the damaging actions identified by Citigroup researchers. Specifically, the study came up with $16 trillion in lost GDP by noting 4 key racial gaps between African Americans and whites. $13 trillion lost in potential business revenue because of discriminatory lending to African American entrepreneurs. An estimated 6.1 million jobs not generated as a result. $2.7 trillion in income loss because of disparity in wages suffered by African Americans, and $218 billion lost over the past 2 decades because of the discrimination in providing housing credit, and $90 billion to $113 billion in lifetime income loss from discrimination in accessing higher education. As a result, Citigroup urges a slew of actions to reverse discriminatory practices and boost GDP over the next 5 years, including addressing the wage gap suffered by African Americans. Reparations, 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 reparations. and promoting diversity at the top within banks and companies. Citigroup's recommendations aren't new. Various studies have shown similar findings, and experts have called for similar actions for years. And you see, they still haven't done nothing. So they're not interested in this. Though so far, progress has been slow. Progress has been dead, okay, when it comes down to discrimination. And ladies and gentlemen, at this point, it don't hurt to say it don't take all this time to fix a wrong when you see one. The fact that we are looking at 5 centuries of unchanged racism in America tells you they don't want to resolve this issue. They like it as it is. So they like losing money. See, losing money is okay as long as it's over the love of their life, which is racism. That's the love of their life. So, y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.